the host of this whole day. It's really lovely to hear from you.
Thank you. You're welcome. It's still morning, isn't it? Good morning, everybody. Let's try again. Good morning, everybody. You've had coffee. Let's try one more time. Good morning, everybody. Yes, now we're ready. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's a privilege to be here, and thank you all for honoring our invitation to be here. And the plan is that we make an impact together. You make an impact and you leave with one. So let's look at leadership by design. We'll come back to that activity after this session. So I've just got a few slides to share with you. When we talk about leadership, what does it mean? What does it mean for you? What does it mean for me? Let me just tell you a little bit about me. My name is Blessing, and I'm sure I'm the only Blessing in the room. Anyone want to contest with that? No? Okay. Before we dive into leadership by design, I want to share a perspective that has shaped my work. Did you know that culture misalignment isn't just a people problem? It's a serious business risk. In the UK, we're talking about a 20 billion annual hit. And globally, can you guess how much? $9 trillion. That's huge. Often hidden, but it's a drain on organizations. My passion lies in helping organizations get well organized. As a chartered OD&D partner, OD&D stands for Organizational Development and Design. I work with C-suite leaders and boards to design ideal state organizations. Essentially, I help align strategy, culture, and talent to maximize value and ensure smooth transitions, especially during growth, restructuring, or mergers. And that's why leadership by design resonates so deeply with me. It's about intentionality, purpose, and building organizations that thrive. If you or anyone you know is navigating these kinds of transitions, let's connect during the break, as I'd love to have a chat. Now, what's my definition of leadership by design? Leadership by design is an intentional and why-driven approach to leadership. You know, the panel talked about it earlier. It's the purpose, the same thing as well. The keynote we listened to, it's about purpose. It's the why-driven approach. Now, often in leadership, we might say, oh, I'm a leader because my job title has a leader to it, or I'm a manager. But that doesn't mean leadership. Leadership starts from yourself. Because if you cannot lead yourself, what is the chance that you can lead others? So I've defined it as an intentional and why-driven approach to leadership, where individuals and organizations actively shape their leadership style, strategies, and impact through conscious planning. It has to be conscious, self-awareness, and conscious development. So it's never enough to say, I have arrived. Yes, you have arrived, but there's still more. There's always more to learn. It emphasizes that leadership is not merely a title or an inherent trait. It's a skill. I know sometimes, I don't know for everyone if it applies, but for those of us of African heritage, we always say that the first children are born leaders. But often it's because we place more responsibility on them. So it's a skill. So when you hear people who say, oh, I'm not a leader, give yourself a chance. It is a skill and can be cultivated and refined through intentional effort. And that's what I want us to look at today. So for me, it comes back to why. If you know me at all, I ask a lot of questions, and they can be quite annoying at times. But I want to get down to the why. Why am I here? Why are you here? What's the intention? Because that's what's going to lead to the impact. If you're just here because, oh, I saw an ad and I just clicked, I registered and I turned up, you're likely going to leave here wondering, oh, the coffee wasn't good. Oh, the room was too hot. Oh, you'll be focused on the wrong things. But why is knowing your why so crucial? Because it is the foundation of authentic and impactful leadership. We often define ourselves by our roles or titles. And when that is taken away from us or it changes, we tend to lose ourselves. Has that ever happened to you, or is it just me? The job changes, you didn't plan it to change. Life changes, you didn't plan it to change. You go from being an employee to being a businesswoman. You go from being a single woman to being a wife. You go from being a wife to being a mom. The title changes and you're lost. That often happens because you've defined yourself by that title. We often introduce ourselves as manager, director, mother, wife. What happens when life does what it does and that thing called change happens? If you've defined your life by mother, father, and the kids leave as they do, they've grown up, they've started, they're now mothers and fathers. Who are you? When you understand your purpose, you lead with clarity and conviction. It helps you navigate challenges, prevent burnout, that awful word that we don't like talking about, and create a lasting impact. It's about moving from reacting to designing your leadership. Now, I had a call over the last 2 days. I've got a leader lady friend, shall I call her friend, in Tanzania. For the last 2 days, she's been calling me, and for someone who's such a great leader, she's a bit lost in herself because an expectation she had hasn't been met. Now, there's something I always say. I say, do not let someone else's confidence knock your confidence. It happened to me. As a lady, I was one of our staff out in Nigeria, and I saw potential in her, so I mentored her. I showed her how I do the videos I do for events, and I coached her literally and said, go behind the camera. You can do it. You've got it. Boom. It's like this inner thing just came out of her. And I watched the video and I thought, oh my God, I've done myself out of a job. She was so good. I knew she was good, which is why I asked her to do it. But then I lost my confidence because of her confidence. Has that happened to anyone before? And I just thought, oh my God, that means I can't do this anymore. What am I going to do now? I freaked out. So don't let someone else's confidence knock your confidence. It's great that I could mentor her to do it. It should even be greater that she's better than me. It should be greater. It shouldn't affect me, but it did. Why? Because I wasn't grounded at that moment. I wasn't looking at myself. I was looking at her. The same thing with the lady who's been calling me for the past few days. What shall I do? What do I do? This person said that. This person did that. Oh, for goodness sake. What did you say? What do you have to say about it? So it's important that you focus on you, your why, which we're going to look at now. Like I said, don't create your identity around your title. Be it CEO, be it director, be it ambassador, be it whatever, because that title will change. You are the one making that title what it is. Being manager is not what is making you. So don't hang yourself on a title. Lead with intention. We often react when, again, like the panelists were talking about emotions. Instead of having a reaction to something when it happens, how about a designed action? So you put steps in place. If something happens, this is going to be what I would do. Okay, we can't always plan it, but if you have frameworks within you, you can almost take the right step. Let's chat with each other. Who are you serving? What values drive you? Where is your impact? When are you aligned? And why do you lead? So if you just talk to the person next to you, I'd say attempt all 5 questions. Attempt. Attempt. Give it a go. Give it a go. Speak to each other. Who are you serving? So beyond your job title, who are you serving? Think outside of work as well. Okay, let's explore these questions together. How easy was that? Very. That's because you're the boss lady, isn't it? Did you attempt all questions, all 5? Yes? Okay. Right, let's go through it then. Who are you truly serving? Beyond titles, who are you truly serving? Anybody? You're serving yourself. Good one, thank you. Anyone else? Who are you truly serving? Clients, okay. Team? Family, yes. Children? Peers, yeah. Anyone serving their dogs? I knew that would be. Yes. Why is that? Okay.
I support, I encourage, help, I lead, I collaborate, I don't serve.
Are you looking at serving in a context of servitude as opposed to service?
And so that is lost on me.
Okay. Okay.
That word I associate with negative connotation.
I see. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
I could not answer it.
That's fine. The context is service. Yes.
Just to say, we're all serving humanity.
Thank you. Any more? One more?
People of Kent.
Okay. Thank you. What values drive your leadership, your core compass? What is it? What are your values that you care to share that drive your leadership? Thank you. Yeah, professionalism, kindness. Thank you. Yep, thank you. Gratitude, yep. Sorry? Yep. Oh, nice. Yep, yep. Good words, good words, good one. Thank you. So where do your strengths create the greatest impact? Your unique contribution.
Getting the job done.
Okay, so you complete. Okay. Collaboration, yeah. Sorry? Peace of mind, okay. Yeah.
Benefit realization.
Mm-hmm.
Empowering my teams.
Sorry?
Empowering my team.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Good ones, thank you. When do you feel most aligned and empowered? For me, when I've got a cup of Earl Grey tea. Sorry? Nice one, good. Okay. Do you see them? Do you actually see the brains? Oh. Okay. Thank you.
I think for me, when I've created rewards for others for the team, so
Mm.
when they reward
Good. Okay. One more?
Actually, we were just saying, I am but anyway, I felt
Lucky for some, eh? Hmm. Hmm. Good one. Thanks for sharing that. If I use Susie's point, when you know what your alignment looks like, leadership by design means you work from there. So for Susie, they need to be aligned for her to feel achieved. For someone else, it could be something else. So it's important to know what that is for you. So you can't copy anyone's script. I can't give you what I do and then you do that. No. You need to figure out what your alignment is. That's why I'm asking these questions. Because when you feel most aligned and empowered, that's your peak performance. So you need to make sure that that's what you're working towards. That's the goal for you. Why do you lead? You fell into the job just because you enjoy it. Good one.
The change you want to see.
Yep, that's a good one.
much is given, much is expected.
Okay.
Feel led to
Mm-hmm.
believe on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll believe it.
Yes, thank you. I was wondering where the voice came from. Anybody else? Why do you lead?
Powerfully,
Sorry?
to empower.
To empower. Good one. Thank you. So these questions, like I said, help you uncover your core values, strengths, and purpose, leading you to a deeper understanding of your own why. Now let's look at a blueprint. How can I help you in 5 seconds build a blueprint? Let's look at practical strategies that have worked for me. Self-awareness. Self-awareness is understanding your own values, strengths, and your weaknesses. So yes, through feedback, yes, through your own competence, everything that has been said here. Being self-aware is literally being cautious of who you are in the moment. We talked a lot about confidence, and thank you for raising the point on courage. It's something I've been discussing with my girls this week, literally, about courage. Because we might be competent, we know how to do it, but we lack the ability to step out with what we know. It often happens. There's a lot going on about imposter syndrome, and I think if I hear that word one more time, but it is real, it is true. Is it a negative or is it a positive that's subject to you? If you believe that I'm in a box and I need to stay where I'm kept, then it's negative. But if you don't have any boxes, it's like when someone says to me, well, isn't that out of your comfort zone? I don't have a comfort zone, so how do I go out of it? But that's my choice to do the work to get out of that. So it's important to understand what self-awareness is and what are you doing to be more aware of yourself. And as women, we've got the dog, we've got the cat, you've got the iguana, you've got the goldfish, you've got the children, we've got so many things to worry about that we don't leave enough time for ourselves. One thing I've been doing lately is I put myself on the list every day. I'm in my diary. Every day, there's something that says blessing, either blessing go swimming, blessing do this, but my name is in there. I'm on my own list. It's important that I am important to myself. I don't need someone else to validate me. I am validating myself with every moment. So it's important to be self-aware, work on yourself, be aware of who you are, who it is you want to be, and edge yourself towards it. Strategic planning, defining a clear vision and developing a roadmap to achieve it. It's almost as though we shared notes. But it's important to have a plan, and not a plan that hasn't got a strategy. We're all leaders here, so you understand what a strategy is. Let that plan be practical. Let it be you. Don't get it off Instagram. That's someone else's plan. Have your own plan. Make sure it's clear. Make sure it's aligned with your vision. And it's a roadmap that you can achieve. Continuous learning. How many of us here are professional learners? Everyone should be raising their hands up. The more you learn, the more you need to learn. The more you know, the more there is to know. Adapting to change and seeking opportunities for growth. Whilst you're in the room here, look for opportunities to grow. Do things that you wouldn't normally do. Intentional action, aligning actions with purpose and values. I keep coming back to values because if you don't align with your values, it's not sustainable at all. Designing the environment. Now, this is a big one for me. Creating environments that foster growth and positive outcomes for those being led. Now, you can say in the workplace, so it's not my organization, it's not my problem. I didn't make it, it's not me. I remember going in the oil and gas sector in Nigeria where I do quite a fair bit of work, and I was the only woman in the room whenever there was a board meeting. It's normal. Culturally, it's normal. Industry, it's normal. But is it normal for Blessing? I don't think so. So what's Blessing going to do about it? I can complain, but it's not going to make any difference. It's not what I'm brought in to do, but it doesn't mean I can't do it alongside what I'm doing. So like the gentleman at the back said, be the change that you seek. You are there for a reason. Make room for the woman that is next to you. Create a space for the girls coming afterwards. Make sure that you are that change. Create the environment that works. If it doesn't exist, create it. We're all creators. We can. So it's paying attention to the environment you're in. Change the environment to be better. It's about taking ownership of your leadership journey and creating a leadership style that is authentic, effective, and impactful. Don't say, that's who I am. It grinds me, that statement. Don't tell me that's who you are. That's who you're choosing to be. It's different from that's who I am. We can all decide to be whoever we want to be. So who you are is who you're choosing to be, full stop. It's your choice. And if you choose not to choose, that's a choice in itself. So you're still choosing. In essence, leadership by design encourages leaders to move away from autopilot towards a more thoughtful and strategic approach where they actively design their leadership to achieve desired outcomes. Now, if you want growth, you want promotion, don't sit and wait for the job to be created. Don't keep refreshing. Is there a new one? I'm waiting for something to come. Why don't you create the job? Why don't you go to whoever you need to go to say, this opportunity is available, this thing needs to be done. Can I do it? You think it's not possible? It is. In the NHS, even when I was working in the NHS, there were so many roles. I don't even remember any of my jobs being advertised. I think I created every job for myself. That needs to be done. I'll do it. I'll write the job description. It's fine. Don't need to worry. We've all got the ability to do it. If you see something that needs doing, do it and take the credit for it. So your continuous journey through leadership starts with your why. Your journey to authentic leadership is ongoing. Remember your why, connect with others, and embrace your unique strengths. I encourage you to continue investing in yourself. I would like to leave you with a very famous quote of mine. I decided that it's famous. Success isn't accidental, it's designed. We must align people, structures, processes, and culture because, let's say that together, winning it is, Let's try again. We must align people, structures, processes, and culture because We all wing it, don't we? We all do. But at some point, you do need to design. Even if it's the winging, you need to design the winging. Thank you.